Hey guys, I'm here for super excited because I am super pumped. It's literally the best day ever. I cannot wait. What I want to do is I want to record this quick clip. And it's gonna take probably about a couple of weeks, maybe a week, for this trade to play out. But I wanted to make sure that I had this intro before it goes into it. And then I guess I'll update this later on once the trade actually kind of works itself out. But basically. There's this really cool company called, I think it's got this really weird name. It's like CMAX, and apparently they make like a lot of the concrete on the planet. Um, and they're based in Mexico, and they have like literally billions and billions and billions of sales per year. I mean, they're a really big company. By no means are they a small company. And if you look sort of at their history here over on Yahoo Finance, I'll kind of drag it over here so you can see. Um, you can see like they went up a whole bunch in '08 and this massive crash, and really they've just been just going crazy. But what happened yesterday is we had Street Smart Edge up and we're looking at all the dark pool scanners, and I probably have a picture of this somewhere, but basically what happened is somebody bought like 4 million shares of these guys, and is kind of insane. And so because somebody bought like 4 million shares, I'm like, holy crap, we got to get in this, right? Because here's what you see if you look at it on the weekly. They've broken out of like the 50 moving average here, which is really great. And you know they're above it, above it right here. Which is phenomenal. And if you go to sort of the daily, you can see you've got a green, red, green setup, which finalized yesterday, and they closed about 420, which is really good. And so let's see, here we go. Basically, what we're looking at here, not that, maybe it's this one. Definitely not that one. I think it's this one. Okay, cool. So what you're looking at here, I'll pull up the high res one so you can see it better. Basically, you've got the stock here at about 350, and you've also got this really nice head. Like if you look at this on this chart right over here, you can see this is a really nice head and shoulder setup, inverted head and shoulder setup, with a neckline at like 420 and the head at like $293. And so you've got like that going for you. The next thing you have going for you is this support right here, and this resistance right here that it just broke out of. And again, this is where that guy bought $4 million worth of the stock, was right here. And so that's about a 70-cent change. So conservatively, we're looking at taking this price target, adding to the top, and getting the price target at about $5.90. A little more aggressively, looking at about $3 to $4, which is about $1.20 if you look at 420. So aggressively, you have a price target around like $5, $5.20, $5.30. If you look historically at every single time they've actually broken this weekly, I'll make these a little bit smaller. If you look at every single time they've broken this weekly moving average, which is the blue line here, the 50, and gone up to this orange line, which is 100, you can see sort of historically that they usually go a little bit above it. You can see they did it right here. They went a little bit above it. You can see they did right here. No, I didn't do it right. They did right here. They went a little bit above it. And if you look really closely, I haven't spent like the last couple minutes looking at this pattern, you can see it's about one little bar length above that it goes over on Thinkorswim. You can see right here you got about one little bar length above the actual moving average. So if you go over here and you take like one little bar length above the moving average, you have a really aggressive price target of about $5.50, which is that's harsh. That's a big one for you. Definitely aggressive. I think conservatively, I mean, it should pretty easily get to like 5. So yeah, because that's going to be a resistance at the moving average. But everything else, I mean, it's just really nice. You can kind of see right here. But really, it's just a really nice setup, based off of, again, that really big insider buy, the inverted head and shoulder setup, this red setup, and of course the 200 daily breakout for the moving average, or the 50 weekly, which are the same, basically. And so if you look at what's really cool is you can get options. Basically, like, this is going to be done probably by February 17th. I'm thinking, like, just looking at the run-up of this movement, I'm like, it should probably be done by February 17th. So I'm looking at February 21st calls, right? Because they're a lot cheaper than, I mean, they're literally like half the price of the March ones, and I really don't think I need to kill March. I think this is going to happen pretty quick in about a week or two. So I'm looking at these February 21st calls, and basically what you can do is you can get about 8-cent calls at $4.50 and get 2-cent calls at $5. So what that means is if it goes to $5, you know, these calls are going to be worth about 5 times more. And if it goes to like $5.20 or so, these calls are going to be worth about 10 times more, and these will be worth about 10 times more as well. So you've got like a lot of really good upside here. Like just like looking at the numbers conservatively, I mean, you're looking at like 6 to 10x growth on these calls, which is really great. So what I'm gonna do at market open is I'll go daily, but basically, I mean, it's not that tough. All you do is I'm probably just gonna buy probably 70% allocation at the 450s, just because, like I said, it's not a guarantee that it hits $5, and a little bit at the $5 one, just because they have more upside if it does go berserk, if it does go crazy. But remember, like I said, this is a little bit of a bigger company, and so because of that, you know, you have to be a little more careful. But basically, I saw this trade, like I said, I found out about it yesterday when somebody bought a whole bunch of it right here, and then I wanted it to go red on this day right here, because I know that if it goes red, it's going to make a red-green-red setup, which is exactly what it did yesterday. And then yesterday, so 2 days ago it was red, and then yesterday it was green, which worked out really well. So like I said, you can see definitely a bigger company. They're going to have a bigger float. But like this is a really great setup. Floats about $1.5 billion, which is big. But it's a super solid setup. So with that said, what I think I'm gonna do, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna do a stop loss at about 412, which is right here. You can kind of see it's below this green candle because, like I said, it's a red-green-red setup, or a green-red-green setup. And if it comes back below this green candle, it's probably screwed. And if it comes back below here, it's probably screwed. So I'm gonna do like an option to buy the calls this morning, and then set stops at like 412. And hopefully within a week or two, they'll be like kind of right around here, which should be. I mean, that's, you know, 490 is an implicit value of like 40 cents, 50 cents with time. Which is pretty sweet. That's about a 6x return. So, kind of risking. What are you risking here? You're risking probably 40%, considering that these contracts will probably lose. If the stock price drops 10 cents, which is 10 cents over 4 is about 2.5%. You could go straight stock here. If you went straight stock, you'd be looking at an upside of about 8 or 14%. Yeah, about an upside of 14%, a risk of 2.5%. But anyway, I think the options will probably go down like, you know, 10 cents in stock price, probably like 20%, give or take. So you're risking at 20% on this trade with a solid stop loss, hard stop loss at 412, and your upside is about like 10,000%, which is pretty good. So with that said, I want to keep you guys updated. I want to make sure you knew about it, and you will see how this trade works out. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the future. Bye.